Hello, my name is Wendy Antonucci, and this is created for ClickKit. When I begin to scrapbook, I have a picture that I've usually picked out and a project life card. Whether I like the title, or I think it might be a great title, or whether this sang, or the colors, but this to me is my photo block, and this is how I begin every page. I usually have it on one of pattern paper, but from there I'm going to pull colors. This colorful strip goes with the shoe perfectly, and the tag with that red. So I'm just looking for a place for that. And then this aqua strip will kind of balance out those dark colors that are not normally me, and I like the sang. By putting it at the top, it pulls that color up instead of making my layout feel heavy at the bottom where I had it at first. When I get a kit, I will print out the printables and cut them out. I will cut out any of the sheets that the manufacturers make now, so that I have a pile of bits and pieces. And you can see my little box on the side. And I keep those there beside me as I create. And I use those to layer. I use those to add color. I use those to add words that I am thinking, but I'm not quite able to get on my page. I did purchase the add-on of the L Studio Thankful bits and pieces, because for me, I like to use bits and pieces. That's what really I enjoy working with. Where pad and paper, I enjoy it, but I don't need that much of it. I'm just trying out different bits and pieces and moving them around, trying to get a cluster that I like here. I did like that other cluster at the top, so you might see that come back before the end of this page. That to me is pretty much done. This would be a great layout right there. Add a title, add some journaling. Your page is done. But you can also take it to the next step. And that's what I'm looking for right now. How do I take this to the next step? Keeping with my theme, and not overloading the page, but dressing it up a little bit more. I'm again looking for some more colors. I'm looking for some more shapes I can add in. I just snuck that little tag in there. I didn't need a piece of pattern paper. It's much smaller, and I still get the colors I want in there. So I'm a big fan of bits and pieces. I'm adding in a few circular items to kind of balance out all the rectangular shapes I have. And there's a cluster. I said it might come back, and there it is. That looks pretty good to me. And this is where my layout's going to be. So I'm going to grab my stapler now. And I don't want to lose this hunk that I have. So I'm just going to staple it together. I took off the top layer so you wouldn't see my staple. And then I'll go back and hide the staple in a minute. But that way I can work on my clusters anywhere and add them to my page when I'm finished. I really had trouble with that multicolor strip. I knew I wanted it up there to carry the color up, but I was having a hard time getting it to look balanced. I finally decided on a diagonal to kind of bring you down into my next cluster. Almost think of a Z design, zigzagging you down. Here's my next cluster, and I'm just seeing where I like that best. I liked it up there, and some foam adhesive gives some interest. My butterfly was having a hard time finding where it wanted to alight, and it ended up on the top. And I love the flare that was included in this kit. The arrow goes with my theme of taking a first step. This page was not about an event. It was about a thought I was having, something I was dealing with. I really felt that we needed, as a family, to take another step in our journey, and we just have been paralyzed with fear and just unsure of what was next. And that was really bothering me. So I'm just getting that emotion down. It's good to document everything. You're going to look back and realize that you did make it through. Sometimes things are hard, and it's good to put it in your pages. It's good to remember that you have made it, and every step of your way is directed by the Lord if you'll allow Him. We have been on an adventure for many years, and there's a lot of that in our books. So, as you can see, this is something that's really on my heart lately. So it's good to write it down, and it really helped me process what the Lord was doing in our lives. So I do scrapbook about me. I do scrapbook about emotions and dreams that our family has. I like to use stickers at the end to add in some color and some layers, even though you might not even see the whole thing. Here's my page. You can see there's a little bit of blank space on the right, so I'm going to get ready to fill that up. But first I'm going to use these stamps that I purchased from, I believe they were the September add-on. I saw that on somebody's blog through the blog hop, and I loved what they look like. They add just enough interest. Here's my journaling. I always journal, but I don't write it until the end, because I need to see where my layout is unbalanced. And to me, this side was a little unbalanced. That other side was so heavy with that cluster, so my writing kind of balances that out. And so here's my final page. Here's some sneaks. They're little details that I really love. Thank you, ClipKit, for the chance to design for you, and I hope you've been inspired and will join me again.